Episode 7 of Flex X Cop started where the other one ended, where they're starting to investigate the death of the CEO who died in the office building. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another review on the Review Garden. While investigating, it leads Ginny Sue and the Ganyam. It leads them to a psychiatrist's office, and it seems to me like she knew Ginny Sue because the female cop made that remark. But also Ginny Sue noticed something in her office. He was just staring at the snow globe with the lighthouse in it. So what I'm thinking is his father, since she charges so much, I'm thinking that it was his father who brought him to this psychiatric person, to this doctor, when his mother died. You know what I don't understand? It's the wishy-washy with the team leader, right? Because his ex-girlfriend is involved in the case somehow, and they're trying to question her. So they're like, oh, go see her because we need to figure out more information in the case. So they let him go see her by himself. And even after watching the video of the two of them arguing in public, they still he's by himself with her. When if he had done it himself, decided to go see her and not tell them about it, they would have been mad. She would have been mad. And really, not to my surprise, she threw the scissors after him because they got this weird thing going on, she got anger management issues and he likes to provoke her. So, he's still got himself in a little bit of a mess while visiting her. And then also he received a text while he was on his way to visit the ex-girlfriend from his brother, and his brother told him, hey, come to the meeting and because you're family. And then on his way out of meeting with her, the stepmom sends him a message saying, don't even think about showing up here. You see, if she didn't send him that message, he wouldn't have gone. It's the fact that she sent him the message saying, don't you dare come. That's the whole reason he went over there. And to me, I'm like, everyone's watching them take a family photo, and it's just the dad, the stepmom, and the brother. And all these reporters are there. Obviously, it's for his campaign. But all these people are asking questions. Oh, how did you two meet? And everybody's just, the son and the father is just having this weird look on their face. But I'm like, as the father, he's the one who allows the woman to be this way. First of all, you're the one who cheated on her with Isu's mom, and she feels some type of way about it. And she only loves her son. She doesn't love Isu, which, I mean, there's a part of you that can't really fault her for that. She can either choose to deal with it or, act however she wants to act. But in reality, it's the father's fault. He needs to, put a stop to it, or tell her, hey, she needs to treat him better. And even when the brother told the mom that she needs to treat Isu better, the mom was like, How can you say that to me? You're the only one on my side. I can't do that. And then you see, eventually, in the while they're doing their campaign, taking their family photos, Jinny Soo shows up, and then the father's like, let's retake the family photo again. And then you see the son is happy, Jinny Soo's brother is happy, but then the stepmom is angry. All of a sudden, she's having a bad day. On another note, when they start revealing what happened in the past to his mom, I really want the brother to not be guilty of anything. But for some reason, there's this thing, not like there's this feeling that he has something to hide. Because there was that one time he came into Isu's house, and he was looking at that door, the same door that, frightened Isu when he got into his mother's house, is the same look he gave that door when the brother came inside the house as well. And then after Isu was leaving, after taking the photos and meeting with the reporters, there's like this dark music that's playing. So something tells me the brother is guilty of something, and he's just trying to hide it by being nice. I don't know. I might be wrong, but that's a prediction. Maybe he's guilty of something. I think that showing her mom inviting Jinny Soo over to eat dinner after, his stepmom told him that he's not welcome to eat dinner, blah blah blah, and showing that he went to have dinner with them instead. It was really a nice moment, because this was the first time in a long time, and he even mentioned it, this was the first time since his mom passed away that he had a home-cooked meal. So this kind of says a lot. So does that mean that the stepmom did not feed him? Like, did not let him eat at all? And, when he got older, he pretty much ordered in or like hired people to cook for him. But this was the first time in a long time that he got a home cooked meal. Even though, the home cooked meal was super spicy, and the moments with the dad and the girl putting water in the soup as soon as it was on the table, because they kind of knew it was going to be spicy. But it was a nice moment to see. And I think she's understanding him a little more. Now back to the psychiatric. After they visited her one more time, Jinny Soo started asking her questions about his dream that he's having every night. He's having the same dream. So he asked her a question. And then after Jinny Soo left, she texted the father and said that he's starting to remember what happened. So my hunch was correct in that she had something, he was seeing her when the accident happened with his mom. And she was also, if you remember a couple episodes ago, there was someone telling the father, hey, he shouldn't move into the house because he's going to get his memory back. So I also think that was her texting the father, letting him know that, hey, if you put him back in a situation that he's used to, he's going to start remembering. But what I want to know is, what exactly are they stopping him from remembering? So who was behind the wheel, because the mom died after she got hit by a car. So who was behind the wheel when she got hit? I just hope it wasn't the brother who was behind the wheel. You know what I mean? Because that would be kind of fucked up if that's how she died. So when the reporter came to ask, around about the accident that happened 25 years ago, first he met with Miss Lee's mom, and then met with then met with her dad, and both of them kind of said they don't know what happened. They moved to the area 10 years ago. But after the case, the Miss Lee went to look up what really happened. Well, I'm not going to say what really happened because no one really knows. She went to look up the case report, for the address and what happened, right? So, because her mom called her and told her a reporter was asking around. When she looked it up, it said that Jenny Sue's mom passed away by suicide. She took some pills and she kind of drowned in the bathtub. So that's what the report said. But remember that's why I said his mom passed away with a car accident, because that's how Jenny Sue is recalling it, because that's how he told her what happened to his mom. So maybe that's the secret they don't want him to remember. And maybe that's why both Jenny Sue and his brother was staring at that room, because of the darkness that happened there. So it's like, why did I guess this must have been so traumatic for him as a young boy. It was so traumatic for him that he kind of closed it out of his mind and just remembered that his mom died in a car accident. Maybe that's what some older person told him that happened. But, the same thing that she just did, she looked it up in the system. I'm wondering, can't Jenny Sue kind of do the same thing as well if he truly wanted to know what happened and who was in charge of his mom's case? I mean, he could pretty much learn a lot, or at least what is in the system, And that's pretty much how episode 7 ended, in that cliffhanger. I think for episode 7, there was a lot of character relationships. You can kind of see Dr. Yoon and Detective Park, how their relationship is starting to blossom. Them, having dinner together, him worrying about her during the crime scene, seeing how the body was too much or smelled bad. So you can kind of see them growing together. Then in another character relationship, you can see Miss Lee, or Detective Lee. She is starting to understand Jenny Sue more. She's learning more about his past, about who he is. But there are still those moments when he is very reckless, just like her yelling at him after he jumped out of the building. So she's starting to warm up to him. She's a little softer, and she even noticed that he's not talking a lot when he was after seeing the shrink. So you can kind of see this is the start of these two kind of relationships. Even though, Jinny Sue and Detective Lee is moving a little slower, which I don't mind at all because of how they started. But I like the flow of Detective Park and Dr. Yoon. They caught the person who went into the crime scene. So the person was trying to get the USB that the two dead people had. So pretty much this case is about two people who were murdered because they were blackmailing people from the psychiatric facility. They caught the person and he was working for a VIP. Turns out the VIP is the mayor candidate that is running against Jinny Sue's father. And whatever's on the tape, whatever's on the USB is really bad and he doesn't want it to get out. But this is also funny and weird to me because wasn't he the one who hired the reporter to find out everything about Jinny Sue and report it close to the candidate, close to when the votings are happening? And this man has his own secret that he doesn't want to get out. They found the USB drive and it's so funny what the secret of the mayor candidate is. He likes to dress up as a woman on his free time, I'm guessing. So that's why he was so mad about, that information getting out, and he's running for mayor. So I don't think that's going to be a good look for him. I don't know how it is over there, but I can tell like he doesn't want it to get out because it wouldn't be a good look for him. So much investigating leads them to the psychiatrist that she may have put someone under hypnosis and then cause them to either kill themselves or to kill the other person. So they volunteer for Detective Park to go in and be hypnotized to see if it's true that you can hypnotize someone and if you can force them to do things. So since it's an expensive place, Isu pretty much helped Detective Park dress the part. And when he gets there, he's asking her, "Hey, I want to put you into a test, and I want you to pretty much hypnotize me to adore Jinny Sue for one day." So I'm guessing Isu did not know what he wanted, what he was going to get hypnotized with. So when he came into the office, Detective Park just started being like admiring him, and Isu got cut and he was like, wanted to put the bandage on for him, and he was carrying him around the police department. It was such a funny scene because normally Detective Park doesn't like Isu, and he's always like, I wouldn't say bullying him, but he's like you can't do this, you can't do that. Why are you taking him out? But this time around, it was like, oh my gosh, I look up to you. I like you. Ugh. So it was funny to see. And if in fact that this therapist was his therapist when he was young, that could be the reason why his memories are not back, that he doesn't have his memories. Maybe she hypnotized him when he was young and just made him think that, hey, your mom died in a car accident, not really in the bathtub. So this whole time he could still be hypnotized. That's probably why she's worried that if he goes back to live in his house, the true memories are gonna come back. They hypnotized the doctor, and she ended up telling them, she ended up confessing to murder and said where the murder weapon was. But my thing is this really admissible in court? Because I don't know. Because they hypnotized her and she confessed. I mean, they were like, oh, did they use the same method that she used, on her patients? But I'm like, is that really valid? But this ended up getting them, a warrant for the hospital that she worked at. So I wonder if, like, when they go through the files, if he's gonna see a file on him, or did she hide it somewhere else? Isu destroyed the USB. And, this caused a couple of things. So right before he went to destroy it, Detective Lee was going to write a report saying that, oh, he's immature and he can't be on the police squad. And while he was doing that, he thanked her for, for being there and letting him, be in a place where he belongs, right? So that's the situation with her. Before he went to do that, his brother came to him and asked about the information about the mayor candidate who was part of this whole case, right? And Isu didn't want to reveal anything to him. And he told his father that, and the father told the older brother that he was disappointed in him because he wanted to use a dirty trick, right? So that's 2. 3, Isu went to the mayor candidate and told him that he destroyed the evidence. Which to me, I guess he's trying to be nice to the mayor candidate. But I'm like, this dude is also the one who hired the guy to write the article about your mom. Which brings us to 4, the reporter came to Isu's house and kind of like blackmailed him. He wanted information about the case, or he would stop writing, about Isu's mom. Then we can see that maybe 2 villains are, one major one, but I hope the brother doesn't turn into one, because he was feeling some type of way when the father said he was disappointed in him. But we can see that the psychiatrist is going to become a villain, because she was calling Isu's dad and Isu's dad did not pick up the phone. So, she has all this information on all her patients. And she was like, when these people need help, they're coming to me. But right now, when I'm calling each and every one of them, they're ignoring me. So you could tell she's about to start becoming a villain. And you see what I mean by her villain era? She already started. She called Isu to the prison and, she's pretty much telling him word for word what his dream is, which he never really told her, but he pretty much wrapped that what happened to his mom inside the picture. So that means this whole time when he dreams, right, he's walking towards a picture on the wall, and it's this woman drowning in water. And pretty much she's saying that she put that dream in his head and walking him through, like, that's how your mother died. Because you remember, the true way the mother passed away is by drowning in the bathtub after taking the sleeping pills. So she's saying that that's what happened to your mom. Now, this is a small plot twist and cliffhanger at the same time. So this whole time he's been dreaming of the actual way his mother passed away, and he is just now realizing it because she wants to start some trouble. So what do we think is going to happen in episode 9? Because now he found that out, he's going to have a lot of questions. He's probably going to go look up what happened to his mom too. He's probably going to go to his dad, the only person who can, answer those questions. So we're going to just have to find out in episodes 9 and 10. And this wraps up our journey on the Review Garden. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this drama. If you enjoyed this reaction and review, please remember to subscribe for more insightful videos. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps our channel grow. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support and for joining me on this journey on the Review Garden. Until next time, and happy listening. Bye.